Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am calling this video a candle and a nightcap because I thought it'd be fun to just kind of maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks just sit down and make a candle and have a nightcap and just talk about whatever we want to talk about. Okay, hey candle family, it is Sequoia with the Chase Street Renaissance. I am finally back with a video that is semi-long overdue. I have been so tired and kind of lazy at the same time. So I got all my things in the background here, and for some reason I cannot figure out how to not get the light to be in my glasses. I've positioned it all over the place, and if I even tilt my head up a little bit, the light's in my glasses. So still figuring that out. Not a huge deal, but let's move on. A couple of factors for full disclosure: I am making candles in my garage. It is very frigid this week. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but this week is going to be frigid. I think Thursday and Friday is supposed to be like 27. So I'm gonna let this sit in the garage and cool in the garage so we can really get a gauge on how cocoa apricot performs in the cooling process when it's colder, and if you're working in your garage like I am, because this is where I make all of my candles. So just keep in mind that when you are buying cocoa apricot wax, you heat to 200. Cocoa apricot actually likes smaller wicks. So I'm not 100% sure how this cocoa apricot is going to perform with eco wicks. I've not tested with eco wicks. So literally you guys have seen me make this candle that I've never made before. I've mixed 2 fragrance oils that I've never mixed before. I'm testing these wicks in this vessel with this wax specifically, which is something I've never done before. And so we'll see how it goes. I will get back to you on the glass adhesion in the temperature setting. That way you guys can really kind of make your decision on what environment you are most comfortable making your candles in. And if it's even okay to, if it works, because I know there's a lot of, I don't want to say controversy, but there's a lot of discussion in some of the candle groups I'm in about where to store your wax and where to store your candles after they're made. I store my candles out here in the garage, and as a matter of fact, now this candle I made in December. I think it was December I made my purple collection. And these candles have been sitting out in the garage since they've been made. Last week it hit 70, so it was a little warmer in the garage. This week it's gonna be frigid, and then everything in between. So we're gonna open this up. I'm gonna let you see how this candle looks with the up and down temperatures. So that is what it looks like on the inside. You can kind of see the wick there's a little separation there, but I honestly think that's from when I cut the wicks, or pulled the stabilizing tool off. So I wish you could kind of see the glass adhesion, but can you see it? Like, it's not, the vessel that I'm going to be using is an amber vessel from Dream Vessels. I have some of these left over that I'm probably not going to sell, so I'll probably just use these for candles around the house or gifts or something like that. So I'm going to be using this vessel. If you have this vessel at home and you're interested in using it, I have used 6006, the paraffin soy blend, in these candles, and I used it with 2 Eco 2 wicks, and it worked great. I know eco wicks are not necessarily recommended for paraffin waxes, but the 2 Eco 2s did work really well with this vessel with 6006. So it's already double wicked. I already have it in there and all set up. My wax is already melted in my Presto pot. And I do have a spout here. So this spout, I don't know if you can see it, it's probably really far away, but this tip here, I actually bought separate from the spout with the nozzle on it, because it was just, when I would open it, it would just spray out everywhere. So I bought one of these little tips. Actually, my husband found this for me, and and it comes out really skinny, but it's more controlled, and I'm okay with that. So I will turn on my scale here. Oh, also I'm going to be mixing 2 fragrances, so I've been playing around with that too, mixing my own little fragrances. And the 2 fragrances that I'm going to use today, and I have no idea if they are going to smell good. I try to find fragrances that just by the name or by the, you know, by how they each smell, if they would pair well. So I have baby powder from Nature's Garden, and then I have fresh linen odor eliminator from Candle Science. And I just feel like fresh linen, baby powder, they both have that fresh kind of scent. So I feel like these 2 would pair well. Or the baby powder, which seems to be a little bit stronger than the fresh linen, may cancel out the fresh linen. Who knows? I don't know. I'm going to mix it and make a candle, and we'll go from there. So, sorry. Cute, right? Cute. So I also found these really cute little glass measuring jars from Walmart. So if you're looking for a reusable something specifically for your fragrance oils, I would pick this up. It's in like the kitchen aisle with all of the little like kitchen utensils, spoons and stuff like that. It's in that aisle. So if you are interested, they were only like $1 and some change a piece, and I got 3 of them because I was using, tell me why I went to Sam's Club and got this big ass pack of cups, and I feel terrible. I hate throwing things away, you know, like reduce, reuse, recycle. And I bought a 450 count. I'm never gonna use this. I feel terrible. And you gotta use them quick because the fragrance oil just kind of soaks through the cup. So anyway, let's get started. This vessel from Dream Vessel holds comfortably about 13 ounces of wax. You can probably do 13 and a half. Okay. I guess I filled this one with 14. Interesting. 14 ounces of wax. So what should we talk about? Let's talk about how everybody loves Cocoa Apricot wax. Cocoa Apricot is a very, very, very popular wax right now. Everyone is loving it. Everyone's loving Cocoa Apricot right now. It's really, really popular, and it is sold out everywhere. So, pro tip, if you have like leftover wax in your pouring pitcher, just take your heat gun and melt it down, and then wipe it out or pour it out, or whatever your method is. So Cocoa Apricot wax is a really, really popular wax right now. It is sold out everywhere. I can name some suppliers for you guys to check out if you're interested in testing Cocoa Apricot, but you just have to get on their email list and have them notify you when their wax is back in stock. And the minute they notify you, you need to like have some sort of payment already pre-set up or something, because the supplier that I actually order from consistently is 17, and I had 2 cases in my cart. 2 cases in my cart. I have Apple Pay, and within, I kid you not, 10 seconds, it said sold out. I couldn't even hit buy. It was pretty crazy. It's kind of frustrating, but I mean, it's not the supplier's fault. You know, they send out the notifications. They have their limited supply, and if you get it, you get it. So I do have about a half a case left over on the floor, and then I have a full 45-pound case out in the in my closet in the house. So that'll probably sit for a little while. I also have some Cocoa 83 coming in, and I ordered some SP 486 to mix with my Cocoa 83 because I want to use that for my wax melt. So I'll make another video about mixing different waxes, because I haven't done that yet. The most I've mixed is I've added a little bit more soy to my 6006, and that's about it. So as far as trying to get my softer waxes hardened to make wax melt, I've not really dabbled in any of those things. So it'll be a learning experience and a journey for pretty much all of us. So, okay. So I'll turn this back on. This is already set to ounces. I was told that fluid ounces and ounces obviously are different. So we all know that. So you want to measure your wax in ounces, not fluid ounces. So I'm going to turn this on, let this go until it reaches 12.72 ounces. And that's going to be my wax. I'm not concerned with measuring the wax and then measuring the fragrance oil afterwards, because I know how much fragrance oil I need. And I'm probably going to do like more fresh linen than I do baby powder, since the fresh linen, like I said, is a little bit weaker than the baby powder. See, like it's super controlled. So that is 12.87 ounces. Good enough. I don't get too picky about going over my ounces for my wax, because worst case scenario, you just can't fit it in there, and you know, it is what it is. I've not had an issue with having more wax in my candle and having an issue with like the fragrance oil or anything like that. So for my, just for kicks, because I'm really comfortable with adding fragrance oil and not having to measure my temperature, but just for kicks, I'll stick a thermometer in there right now and see where we're at. So right now it's still going up, so we'll wait. Okay, so I'm gonna measure my fragrance oil. I'm gonna hit tare. I'm gonna lower this so you guys can kind of see. Okay, so hit tare. Like I said, the fresh linen. Oh, you know what? This actually isn't that weak. This actually isn't weak at all. What was I thinking? Anywho, we'll just roll with it. We'll roll with it. That's fine. So I'll do about 0.6 ounces of the odor eliminator. And then I'll do the rest. Right now my wax is sitting at about 175, 160. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'll measure the rest out with the baby powder. And we're looking for 1.27. It's about 1. Oh, there you go. 1.27. Okay. That's that. So we'll mix it a little bit. Mix it until it looks mixed. When you, right? You'll see that there are some imperfections when you add it. It doesn't look smooth. So the two oils haven't combined. You just mix it until you don't see those anymore. When it comes to cocoa apricot, you want to heat to 200. I'm gonna work and talk. You want to heat to 200 and add your fragrance oil right away. I have not had any issues with adding my fragrance oil at a lower temp. However, you do need to mix and pour when you pour it that low, because you'll notice if your wax is too cool, you add your fragrance oil and it's almost like it just kind of pulls into one area, kind of clumps up. It almost looks like it has cooled down the area of wax that you poured the fragrance oil into. But once you mix that up, it goes away. It's very strange. I don't know. So I'm just gonna mix that. This is a really interesting scent. I can't really put my finger on it. The fresh linen actually is stronger than the baby powder, which is surprising. So Can I tell you, it almost smells like a campfire? Is that weird? That's weird. I don't know if I like it. My glass is not heated up. So at my next video, I'm gonna let this sit. And at my next, on my next video, we'll look at the glass adhesion because we should be able to see it pretty good since this is just an amber jar. We'll look at the glass adhesion. Do not be fearful of where you are making your candles. I think that's a bit of a stigma, and do not, this is just my findings. I'm not a candle guru. I've not been doing this for 20 years, which it seems like a lot of people like to throw in a new candle maker's face, how long they've been doing candle making and things like that. I'm not gonna do that to anybody. I've had that done to me on more than one occasion. I'm just letting you know what my findings are with my candles. So I really hope that this video was semi-helpful. I know I didn't talk about a whole lot, but this was my process. This Presto pot is heated to 200. So literally I don't even mess with the dial when I'm done using it. I just pull my plug out and then that's it. I'll let it cool. I do want to tell you guys that if you make your own Presto pot and you buy your spout and your steel stick, which is the kind of the putty that's going to go around the spout and the Presto pot to seal, make sure you get a really good seal, because if I leave this sitting for a few hours, it does start to drip down there at the bottom from underneath the Presto pot. And so I'll just have to go back in and reseal that. So these purple jars that I buy, which a couple of you have asked me where I got these purple jars, I really don't want to tell anybody where I get the jars from yet, only because these are like my jars that I use. I absolutely love these jars. I love that they're purple. I love that the lid is wood. And I don't really see anybody using purple jars. I see people using matte black jars, which I do have matte black jars, and an array of different colors, but I haven't really seen anybody use purple jars. So I won't give away my supplier just yet. Sorry. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try to do this more often. I didn't really sip my Rishi chill coffee or cocoa or whatever this is. I don't really know, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you at the next video. Ask as many questions as you like to. I will answer them to the best of my ability, and thank you for watching.